A critic called real estate investment an American Ponzi scheme. So I asked Tom Brickman, who used real estate investing to retire by age 39, to come on the show. You gave me a good segue here. The article that I wanted to highlight is how this movie theater manager turned real estate investor retired at 39. I'll go ahead and hit the byline, and then you can tell us a little bit about the article. Tom Brickman left his 9 to 5 behind before the age of 40 thanks to years spent learning about real estate investing. He owns and rents out at this article date 19. I think you said you're at 21 now, properties in Texas and Ohio. Either tell us a little bit about that article, or what do you think people should know who want to get into real estate investing?
I think that what I like to stress to people is that it took me 18 years. And when you see those CNBC articles that say I bought 14 properties in a month and I work 4 hours a week, that you need to just click onto the next headline because it's deceptive. And I wasn't able to do it, but I know that there's people that are able to do it. It took 18 years. It took a long time till I felt comfortable enough to stop working at my traditional job and just rely on my rental income and my eBay income. And I think that that's, one thing. I get a lot of DMs and people are like, how can I get over the fear of starting? I started out of stupidity. Honestly, I'm just like, I don't want to pay rent and this is cheaper. And then you know what, that first winter when I had to replace a furnace, it was definitely not cheaper then. So it gets expensive. But I also started, my father had one rental property when I was in grade school, and we used to go over and collect rent. And we used to go over and do repairs, and we used to go over. So I saw it as a way to invest in something other than the stock market, other than, alternative forms of investment. This is a way to be able to, hey, I can pass down a house to a sibling or to another member of my family, and I can also provide them shelter if they, are going through a situation like a divorce or something like that. So it gave me other options outside of traditional, I've got all my money in the stock market market's plunging. I can do this that way. So that was kind of my message with that article was I never made over $100,000 a year at the theater. When I left I left in January of 2022, I was making right below $80,000 with bonuses. So it was never a high-paying job. I loved it. To piggyback off your love of the theater, I loved it the first 5 to 10 years, but then as I continued to grow, I knew I had outgrown it, but I knew going to another employer was not an option for me because I would have similar situations or similar feelings there. So I wanted to build my own thing. And starting at 21 with that first ugly property, I knew that I could generate income this way by making safe homes. And that was my answer to, I don't want to work for another employer. I'm going to build my own company.